Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we finally get to go over the new Georgia Lottery $20 100x the cash ticket. This is a ticket that is part of the February 2024 series of tickets coming out in Georgia. Georgia Lottery made a mistake on the prize structure when they first put out these tickets. Took them a while to fix it. But we finally got it, and so now we can go over the numbers. So this is a number match game, and there are 4 multipliers you can find. There's 10x, 20x, 50x, and 100x. There's also a back scratch where if you can find a money bag, you get an instant win, and there's also a 10x back there. And then printed on the ticket, they're up here in the corner, just like all the other tickets, it says limited time offer. I have no idea why they put this here or what it's referring to. And then there's also in big letters across the middle of the ticket featuring a higher payout, just like all the other tickets. Excuse me. And with the other tickets, this statement here, depends on what you're comparing it to. Could be true, could be false. It really depends. It's relative to what you're comparing it to. So we'll see if that is the case with this one as well. Now here on this page, I just wanted just proof that the Georgia Lottery made a mistake and then they fixed it. So this is the old prize structure that they first put out. Here on the left, they put out the prize structure with a top prize of $700,000. They fixed it, and the only thing that they changed was the top prize. So now it's at $2 million. Everything else is exactly the same as it was before. Now, here, this is the true prize structure that the Georgia Lottery has out on its website. Overall odds are 1 in 3.02, and it looks like you can win anywhere from $20 up to $2 million. And looking at the rest of the prize structure, nothing too crazy stands out. So we'll talk about taxes. In Georgia, for any prizes over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 29.75% in taxes. And I don't view that tax money as part of the value of a game, so that is going to affect how I see these top 2 prizes. So instead of what you see there on the screen, I'm going to view these top 2 prizes as $7,025, and then the top prize, $1,405,000. So with those adjusted prize amounts, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 77 and 78%. So this is way above the minimum 70% that we look for all scratch tickets. So we'll see how this compares to other $20 tickets as we go through the video. But what we do need to mention is that this 77% does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not many people are going to be winning, which means very few people are going to be seeing a 77% payout on this game. So what we want to know is, what's the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $200 prize level. So, if you are playing this ticket and you're just a regular person with regular luck, when you do win, you're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $20 and $200. There at the $200 prize level, there is a split. It's about 82 to 18. So the large majority, 82% of these $200 prizes do fall here in the bottom 99% and are available to all people. The other 18% of these, though, are going to be included here in the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really tough to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 302 tickets that would have a top 1% prize on it. So you're in over $6,000 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So that's important to note if you are considering playing this game. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, what we're going to do is take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes. And when we do that, we find out that the payout for the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 64 and 65%. Now, this is also well above the minimum 60% that we look for all tickets. So again, we'll see how this compares to other $20 tickets here on this page, actually. So On this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases in Georgia $20 tickets, and the 100x the cash data point is all the way over here on the right. So yeah, I mean, we see a dip in value. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, when the Georgia Lottery says featuring a higher payout, you got to take it with a grain of salt and really ask yourself, higher than what? And was it higher than the last ticket that came out? No. As a matter of fact, it's quite a bit less than the last ticket that came out, that $100, $200, and $300 ticket. Is it higher than most other $20 tickets? Yeah, I mean, you can see on the graph here, this ticket has a higher payout than most other $20 tickets that have come out in Georgia. So that is true. But is it like, if you're going to make a claim like this, to me, it makes sense to put out the best $20 ticket you've ever made, because you don't want it to ring false when you compare it to certain other tickets. So you can clearly see at least 3 tickets here on this list that have had higher payouts, and one that had a significantly higher payout than what we're getting with this one. So yeah, I mean, to me, it feels a little bit deceitful. While it's mostly true, there are instances where it can be false if you compare it to the right thing. So yeah, I don't think that they should be. I mean, instead of featuring a higher, just put the payout on the ticket. Say 77% payout or something like that, instead of trying to make it seem like this is the best ticket that's ever come out. I mean, to me, it feels a little bit deceitful to do that. But anyways, if you are playing $20 tickets in Georgia, up here at the top in green, you see the best ticket in every category. You can see the 20x the cash doesn't have any green across it. So it's not the best in any way. If you're playing for overall value, the ticket from last month would be a better ticket to play, the $100, $200, and $300 ticket. If you're playing for odds, the Millionaire Jumbo Bucks would be the ticket you would want to play. By the way, that's one of the tickets that has a higher payout than this 200x the cash. It should be 100x the cash. I made a mistake there. If you are more of a conservative player and you want to hold on to as much of your money as possible, the $100, $200, and $300 ticket would be the one you would want to play. And if you are more of a high roller and you want to win a little bit more money, when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, Millionaire Jumbo Bucks would be the ticket you would want to play. So, to me, it's the Georgia Lottery's job to do something with each ticket that is enticing, that makes you want to play it. And I don't think they did that with this ticket. It does feature a higher payout than most other tickets, but there's other better tickets that you can play. And so it really, like, why play this one? Just because it says featuring a higher payout on it? No. So yeah, I don't really see a really compelling reason that I would want to run out and buy this one. I would rather, play the one that came out last month or play Millionaire Jumbo Bucks. But anyways, over here on the right, we're also keeping track of top prizes. If you are interested in that, the one thing that stands out to me is the Holiday 100x the money, which has not had a top prize hit yet. So that is interesting, but the overall payout of that is pretty low. So I probably wouldn't play it. Now here on this page, we are ranking Georgia $20 tickets based on the overall payout. 100x the cash is the third best ticket we've seen come out recently from the Georgia Lottery for $20 tickets. So is it a bad ticket? No. There's lots of other worse $20 tickets, but is it the best? No. There are a couple of other tickets that you can play instead. So again, what's going to compel me to go out and buy this one? I don't know. Probably nothing. I would probably just rather stick with these other 2 tickets. Here on this page, we are ranking the Georgia $20 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout here. 100x the cash also in third place, but you've got a couple of other tickets that have a lot more value for the average player than this one does. Now here on this page, we are comparing across states, and 100x the cash, again, not a bad ticket. It's the fourth best $20 ticket we've seen on the channel so far. So so it's up there on the list. So definitely not a bad one, just not the best. And yeah, I mean, when you compare what Georgia's doing to other states, Georgia's got some very competitive $20 tickets. But what we really want to do is look up here at the top of the list, Massachusetts. The two $20 tickets we've reviewed on the channel over the past year for them, both have had 81% payout. And so we have to ask the question, if Massachusetts can put out $20 tickets at 81% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why is Georgia putting out 100x the cash, putting out $20 tickets at 77% payout? Why are they doing that? Why are they keeping 3.5% more, 3.5 percentage points more of the value of the ticket than they need to? And while that 3.5% may not sound like a lot, it is a massive amount of money. I mean, when you consider how much money goes into making just one of these games. So, you know, one scratch game could easily have 10 million tickets that make it up. 10 million times the $20 price tag, that's $200 million just for one game. And 3.5% of 200 million is about $7 million that the Massachusetts lottery is putting into the hands of its players, that the Georgia lottery is basically stealing from its players. And I say stealing pretty freely because although the Georgia lottery wants to brag about how good the payout is on this game, they're not publishing the payout numbers. And they're keeping it secret. They're keeping it in the dark. They're making their players play in the dark. And yeah, I mean, if you're hiding something, you know that you're doing something wrong. And yeah, so that's why I can, comfortably use the word stealing. They're stealing $7 million from their players, basically, on this game. Now, this is where we compare cross states for the bottom 99% payout, 64.79, a little bit lower on the list here, 13th place overall. So again, not a bad number, just not as good as some of the other tickets that we've seen. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've reviewed on the channel so far. 100x the cash does make the top 36 list. It's the 32nd best ticket that we've seen on the channel so far. So any ticket that's on this list is a pretty good ticket. So again, I'm not saying this is a bad ticket. I'm just saying it's not as good as it should be and could be. And I do want to point out that, you've got a bunch of Massachusetts $10 tickets over here at 80% payout. If you've got $10 tickets from a state at 80% payout, that's the bar. Any ticket from any other state that costs more than $10 ought to have at least 81% value in it. Otherwise, I'm going to play the $10 ticket. I'm going to play the cheaper ticket. And so, yeah, I mean, the statement I made earlier about the Georgia lottery just has not compelled me to play this ticket. It's got to have at least 81% value if I'm going to be compelled to play it. So, yeah, just not one that I'm interested in, really, even though it's not, a horrible ticket. Here on this page, we're looking at the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout. 64% was not good enough to make this list, so it's not like an extremely good ticket for the average player. So yeah, I mean, that's about it for the Georgia Lottery 100x, the cash ticket. Is it a bad ticket? No. But could it be better? Yep. Should it be better? Yeah. So yeah, what's the reason to play it? That's what I'm struggling with. I don't have a good reason why you should go out and play this ticket, basically. So that's about all I have for this one. If you are playing it, good luck on it. Hopefully you win some prizes in the top 1%. If you do, let us know in the comment section below so we can congratulate you. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.